Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nastapráyeshu avadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavatir uttamasloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you very much for joining today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. Today we are going to read Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 6, Sloka number 12 and 13. I am going to share my screen so that we can read together. चित्रधातु विचित्रद्रिन् चित्रधातु विचित्राधीन् इभाभङ्गभूजाद्रुमान्
इभाभङ्गभूजाद्रुमा
जलश्याञ्चैव चिलाम्
जलस्यान् शिवजलान्
नलिनीह सुरसेविताः
नलिनीः सुरसेविताः
चित्रस्वानै पत्ररथैर्
चित्रस्वानैः
बिभ्रमाद् भ्रमरश्रेयः.
विभ्रमाद्भ्रमरश्रियः.
Word meaning Chitra Dhatu, valuable minerals like gold, silver and copper, Vichitra, full of variegatedness, Adrin, hills and mountains, Ibhavanga, broken by the giant elephants, Bhuja, branches, Druman, trees, Jalashyam Shiva, health-giving Jalan, reservoirs of water, Naliniha, lotus flowers, Surasevitaha, aspired to by denizens of heaven, Chitrasvanaiha, pleasing to the heart, Patrarathai, by the birds, Vibhramat, bewildering, Brahmara Shreyaha, decorated by drones. Translation and purport given by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I passed through hills and mountains full of reservoirs of various minerals like gold, silver and copper, and through tracts of land with reservoirs of water filled with beautiful lotus flowers, fit for the denizens of heaven, and decorated with bewildered bees and singing birds. Text 3. Nala Sharastamba
नलावेणु शरस्तम्भा
Kusha Kichaka Ghavaram
कुशाकीचकगौरवम्
Eka Evatityaatoham
एक एवैति यातोऽहम्
Atraksham Vipinam Mahat
अत्राक्षं
अत्राक्षम्
विपिनं
विपिनं
महात्
महात्
Ghoram Pratibhyakaram
घोरं
घोरं
प्रतिज्ञाकारं
प्रतिज्ञाकारम्
Vyaloluka Shivajiram.
व्यालोलुक
शिवाजिरम्
शिवाजिरम्.
Meaning Nala, pipes, Venu, bamboo, Sharaha, pens, Tamba, full of, Kusha, sharp grass, Kichaka, weeds, Ghavaram, caves, Eka, alone, Eva, only, Atiyataha, difficult to go through, Aham, I, Adraksham visited, Pipinam, deep forest, Mahat, great, Ghoram, fearful, Pratibhyakaram, dangerously, Vyala, snakes, Uluka, owls, Shima, jackals, Ajiram, playgrounds. Translation. I then passed alone through my forest of rushes, bamboo, reeds, sharp grass, weeds, and caves, which were very difficult to go through alone. I visited deep, dark, and dangerously fearful forests, which were the play ads of snakes, owls, and jackals. Purport. It is duty of a mendicant Parivrajacharya to experience all varieties of God's creation. By traveling alone through all forests, hills, towns, villages, etc., to gain faith in God and strength of mind, as well as to enlighten the inhabitants with the message of God. A sannyasi is duty bound to take all these risks without fear. And the most typical sannyasi of present age is Lord Chaitanya, who traveled in the same manner through the central Indian jungles, enlightening even the tigers, bears, snakes, deer, elephants, and many other jungle animals. In this age of Kali, sannyasa is forbidden for ordinary men. One who changes his dress to make propaganda is a different man from the original ideal sannyasi. One should, however, take the vow to stop social intercourse completely and devote life exclusively to the service of the Lord. The change of dress is only a formality. Lord Chaitanya did not accept of a sannyasi, and in this age of Kali, so-called sannyasi should not change their former names. Following in the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya, in this age, devotional service of hearing and repeating the holy glories of Lord is strongly recommended. And one who takes the vow of renunciation of family life need not imitate the Parivrajacharya like Narada or Lord Chaitanya, but may sit down at some holy place and his whole devote his whole time and energy to hear and repeatedly chant the holy scriptures left by the great acharyas like the six Goswamis of Vrindavana. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachatya Deshitarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gauravaktananda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So here just I want to set up the context. After Narada Mahamuni got realization from the Vedantis, his mother passed away and he understood the truth and he wanted to go towards the north and meditate on the Supreme Personality of Godhead deeply. So with that aim, he is walking towards the north. While going towards the north, he was passing through many things like gold, silver, copper, beautiful lands, flowers, all these things. So since he is a realized person, he is not attracted with all these valuable minerals or beautiful things. So what we can understand from this one is a realized person aim is to focus on Krishna consciousness and give Krishna consciousness to others. Prabhupada very carefully presented this whole philosophy, and he trained all his disciples very nicely not to fall in the trap of all these material opulences. One time, all Prabhupada disciples went to a rich man house to do fundraising for ISKCON Juhu. And all the disciples they were mesmerized with the nice bungalow, nice arrangements of that household. After Prabhupada came out, he told all his disciples, attracting the opulence of a grahastha or any other person is like killing your spiritual life yourself. These are all temporary. Don't focus on those things. So, and also Prabhupada, even Krishna also, he mentioned many places. We are not supposed to focus on this temporary opulence or temporary riches or temporary attractive things. If you focus on that, you will lose your focus to go back to Godhead. In Srimad Bhagavatam it is saying that akama sarva kamo va moksha kama udharadi tivrena bhakti yogena yajate purusham param. Means even if you have desire, even if you don't have desire, even if you want to become liberation or you want to just worship Krishna. So if you worship Krishna, even for the material desires, one day you will realize the ultimate purpose is going back to Godhead. The similar thing happened for Dhruva Maharaj also. Usually in this material world, initially nobody has the pure bhakti. Initially everybody will have some desires. Krishna told in Bhagavad Gita, Artho Arthartir Jignasur Gnanicha Bharatarshaba. 4 kinds of people will come to me. Whoever is in the needy, and whoever is in the painful, and who is inquisitive, and who is who want to know about the Gnana. These 4 kinds of people will come, and then slowly they'll transform into the Bhakti. So here Narada Mahamuni is a transcendental person. Is not attracted. But ordinary people, they will easily attract with all these things, but which are not required to go back to Godhead. So, but when you focus on devotional service initially, even though if you come for all these material desires, when you focus on your devotional service, slowly you will also come to the state of this transcendental state as Narada Mahamuni is. At that time, we don't see difference between gold and pebbles. So Narada Mahamuni is not infected with all these opulences, because he is realized and he is his aim is to see the Supreme Lord and go back to Supreme Lord. So we also, from this sloka, what we can learn is, in the path of devotional service, Maya will test so many things. It will allure us with different business deals, or with different beautiful women or beautiful things. We need to balance. We need to aware that these are all temporary. If anything is hampering my devotional service, we should not accept those things. Yeah. So we have to be very carefully deal with all these material attractions in this material world. Otherwise, we will fall down from our bhakti. We will become materialistic people. And then second sloka, it is telling about when he was passing through so many unwanted things are there, so many discomfortable things are there. Sharp grass, weeds, caves, and dangerously fearful forests. All these things are there. Snakes, owls, jackals. All these things, nobody want to have them next to them. Hmm? From this sloka, what we can understand is two things we can understand. If you are in the path of self-realization, one should not care about all these things. And number two, um, a person who is completely surrendered to the Supreme Lord, he will not fearful of any of these things. Usually, if I ask someone, come to the forest, we will walk and we will sit there japa, they will tell so many things. So there are poison, ivy leaves are there, or snakes are there, all these things. Because they do not have faith on Krishna, and they are not completely surrendered souls. But whereas these sannyasis, the great rishis, they don't care about all these things, because they have taken complete shelter of Supreme Lord. If you are in a complete shelter of Supreme Lord, um, those people will not worry about their food stuff also. There is a Gurukula in Mayapur. They live a very simple living and high thinking. They will live in a grass hut with no electricity, all those things. A very, very simple living. And every year they practice one thing. 1 month they will travel to the Puri by walk, and then they will come back. While going, they should not carry anything like, okay, I'm going for 1 month, I need to have a big suitcase of clothes, and I need to have a big amount of food stock in case anything is not there, I want to eat, I want to survive. This kind of arrangements usually the people in material world do. But their practice is they want to depend completely on Krishna. So they will walk, and they will sleep wherever some temple is there, or wherever, if there is no temple, they'll sleep on the bus stand shelters like that. And then they'll go on, go on, go on. While going, they will collect some alms, and they some majority of the time they will get some food from the different people while traveling. One day they were walking on the bank of Ganges from a rural place. There are no facilities, there are no known devotees, nothing. And on the day Ekadasi, even though they renounced and they are doing all these things, they had a doubt. We are traveling on a jungle, I mean on a rural place, but who is going to serve Ekadasi Prasadam for us? These people may know or may not know what is Ekadasi also. And all of a sudden, one Grasta came outside from his hut, and he invited all these Gurukula boys, like 15 years, 20 years, that age range, around 20 to 30 boys. And he invited inside, and he shown his big Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, my deities. And these Gurukula boys got surprised, and they offered obeisances, and that Grahastha cooked a feast for them, for Ekadasi feast, and served them. So sometimes with our so much material comfort, people think so much. If I take Krishna consciousness, I may get prasadam or not. If I get a hold, who is going to cook me? Krishna conscious means I need to give up certain food items. How can I do that? This kind of so much calculations people will do in the initial stage. But if you really surrender to Krishna, Krishna will give complete care. He will take care of you. Just we need to have a complete faith and surrenderance. We should not worry about that. And here Prabhupada is mentioning that Parivarjakacharya. Now he is comparing Narada Mahamuni as a Parivarjakacharya. So in the self-realization, there are different levels of ashramas like brahmacharya, grahastha, vanaprastha and sannyasa. Again, in the sannyasa level, there are four kinds of divisions are there. Each level, they have their own things they need to do. First level is kuti chaka. Kuti chaka is initial level of sannyasa. Like he is not yet completely detached, but he will have some hut or some temple. He will leave the house and he will stay there. The family members will supply the food for him. They will not have much attachment, but only food they will supply for this renunciate person. He will simply engage his Krishna bhakti. The next level of sannyasa is bahudaka. Bahudaka is like a mumblebee. Like what he will do is he will collect little alms from 2-3 families, and that is also called madhukari, and they will cook little bit like simple rice or simple roti, and they will have that as a their daily meal. And then a third one is Parivarjakacharya. The Parivarjakacharya is like a traveling preacher. He will not stay one place. He has to keep traveling. In ISKCON, if anybody want to take sannyasa, he must be as a Parivarjakacharya level. He should not depend on anybody's food or anybody's stuff. He should completely depend on Krishna. Krishna will take care. And the sannyasi should not have any bank account or any own home or any things, because he is completely dependent on Krishna. And he should not stay more than 3 days any one place. He has to keep traveling unless there is a health issues. Parivrjakacharya. And fourth one is Paramhamsa. He is completely transcendental, and he is not caring about any of the varnas and any of the ashramas. So like that sannyasa will be there. But in the Kali Yuga, this sannyasa is completely prohibited. Why? Because in the name of sannyasa, people are cheating many people. So that's why ISKCON will follow very rigid rules. If anybody want to avoid sannyasi, they will test thoroughly, then only they will avoid sannyasa. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, he told that Ashramedam Gavalambam Sannyasam Falapratikam Dvarena Sutoptam Kalau Pancha Vivarjachat. That means 5 things should be avoided in the Kali Yuga. What is that? Ashwamedam. Ashwamedam means horse sacrifice, and Gavalambam, cow sacrifice, sannyasa, Falapatrikam, offering flesh to the forefathers. Now Sankranti, usually some people, some sect of people, they'll offer meat to their forefathers on the next day of Sankranti. So, but that is forbidden in Kali Yuga. We should not offer meat to the forefathers. We can offer Vishnu Prasada so that they'll go back to Godhead. We should not kill the animals and offer to the forefathers even on Sankranti day. It's not auspicious. It's a you are making them more fallen if you do like that, because you are offering the meat and they'll get more sin by eating that one. So instead we need to offer a Vishnu Prasadam for them. And then begetting kids from the brother's wife. One should not have any relation with the brother's wife. These 5 things should be avoided in Kali Yuga. But for preaching purposes, meticulously, they will avoid very selective people for the sannyasa that is there. So, like here, Narada Mahamuni is traveling like a mendicant, like a sannyasi, and without carrying all these material comforts. So, what we can understand from this sloka is we should not worry about the material comforts. If you are transcendental, if you are completely absorbed in Krishna consciousness, these material comforts will not bother us much. If you are hankering something materially, then if any material discomforts happen, immediately your mind will be disturbed and you will not be happy with that. But if you are transcendental, these things will not affect. So sannyasis will not worry about anything. So one day Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj is telling about one pastime about Jayapatak Swami Guru Maharaj. Jayapatak Swami Guru Maharaj, you don't worry what food the devotees are serving, whether it is tasty or not tasty. His mood is to preach everyone, even in the hospital or even in the Bangladesh or even in India or even in America, wherever he is traveling, just somehow or other he has to preach. So when he is traveling, he will accept food from different people. And when Mataji is serving some cabbage sabji, and Guru Maharaj ate, and then Mataji asked, "How is it?" "Very nice." And the Mataji served some more, and Guru Maharaj is eating. Then since Guru Maharaj said very good, then Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj also asked to have some cabbage sabji. When he is eating that cabbage sabji, it's full of salt. Then Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj understood that Guru Maharaj is not worrying about all this salt or anything. So they are in elevated state. Even the food what you like or what you don't like, they don't mind. Just some few grain items or something, if they have to fill their stomach, they're happy. So if you are in the transcendental state, you don't worry about much in physical comforts. So the more you advance in the bhakti, we can also come to that stage. In the initial stage, if you don't get prasadam, or if you don't get proper honor, or if you don't get proper AC or proper heating in the temple, will have a lot of discomfort. But if you are progressing in Krishna consciousness, even though scorching heat, don't worry, we'll cook prasadam for thousands of devotees. Even though AC is broke down in the hot weather, we will do. Even though heater is broke down in the cold weather, we will do. So these are all material discomforts are for the body, not for the mind and not for the soul. So we need to overcome all these discomforts and focus on the transcendental beauty of the Lord, and then only we can move forward. Unless until we give up all these material comforts, then only we can progress in Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, our whole life we will spend to have more comfort, and we will never realize. And if there any discomfort happen, we'll get disappointed, and only grief and only dissatisfaction will remain in our lives. But if you ignore all these material comforts and focus on Krishna consciousness, like Narada Mahamuni in the upcoming slokas, he will go through all these things and he will meditate on the Supreme Lord. So like that, we can easily progress in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. Any questions, comments, reflections?
Hare,
Go ahead, Prabhuji. Yeah, you go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. One question, Prabhuji. Yeah, I understood material discomfort happens like when the progressing Krishna consciousness, we should not take worry about it. But question is like we should have some basic necessity that has to be taken care, correct? Probably like it is not like a, say example like uh, discomfort in the cold weather is not working. Yeah, there is something like we couldn't fix it immediately. We can go
See,
ahead with this, but sometimes,
having,
but
yeah,
help. Yeah, Srila Prabhupada also said, right, like first is like, first take care of your health, then only you should be able to do chanting, preaching, everything, right? So, material discomfort, but basic necessity to be fulfilled. That's what I'm thinking, probably. Maybe please
yes,
correct me
Prabhuji.
if I'm wrong.
Yes, Prabhuji, there are two things here. We are not saying that you stay in cold weather forever. So, in the path of journey, if you face such kind of situations, our mind should not get disturbed. So, let's say you are practicing Krishna consciousness and all of a sudden AC got broken. We should not get bewildered, or we should not, oh, my life is waste. I need to run behind without AC, I cannot survive. It's not like that. Okay, I'm going to fix it, but have a cool mind. We should not so attach it to the material comforts. We need to have material comforts to have a healthy, happy life, but we should not be attached. That is not the aim of life. Okay.
Comfort is a different thing, Prabhuji. Comfort is above the need, which is comfort.
Yeah.
Basic necessity,
We should
fulfilling
not be
basic
attached.
necessity.
Technically, we should not be attached. So sometimes you may get, sometimes you may not get. Right? So all of a sudden in your home AC got broke down. Yes, we are going to fix it. That is different thing. But because of that, we should not get bewildered, or we should not um, uh, collapse everything. Okay, that is only my life.
Yeah, that's true, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if it is there,
Yeah.
accept it, move on. If it is not there, accept it, move on.
Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Uma Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Uma Prabhu. Are you talking on the mute?
Prabhuji, one point when you are trying to explain the fifth one, like we should not offer the meat and all to the
Forefathers. Yeah.
after that fifth one you mentioned it, I did not understand, I did not follow.
By getting kids from the brother's wife. That means one should not have a relation with the brother's wife, even brother is died or alive.
Oh, okay. Okay, I understand. Yeah, they're like a mother, so you should not.
Yeah.
Thank
Even
you.
elder brother or younger brother, we should not have a bad relation with them.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams Prabhuji.
Pranam Mataji.
Prabhuji, it's mentioned like in Kali Yuga you should not offer meat to the forefathers. So is it in other yugas they offered meat to the forefathers, Prabhuji?
Maybe, I don't know. But it is not mentioned. We should not offer in Kali Yuga. Whether they offered or not in previous yugas, it is not mentioned anywhere. I need to do more research. Usually, devotee Vaishnava family will not offer, but non-Vaishnavas or some sect of people may offer, but it's not mentioned what type of people offered the meat and why they offered in this previous yugas. They mentioned this cow sacrifice in the previous ages. They used to do cow sacrifice to test the mantras. Like the Brahmanas, they will offer old cow to the fire and they will bring back a new calf, like baby calf. So to test the mantras, they used to offer cows to the yajna. But in Kali Yuga, we do not have that kind of powerful Brahmanas. It's not allowed to do that. But this flesh thing, I did not heard in the previous Yugas, did they offer or not? If they offer, what purpose they offered?
It shouldn't be, right, Prabhuji? Irrespective of any yuga, we never should offer. We always should offer the Krishna Prasadam
That is
to
Vaishnava
the.
standard, but non-Vaishnavas, we don't know. Answer is I don't know, Mataji. If it is not offering, why they has to specify that word explicitly? That is Mataji's question.
Where it is mentioned, maybe I missed
There
that.
are 5 things are prohibited in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Aswamedam, Gavalambam, Sannyasam. All these 5 things are prohibited in Kali Yuga.
Okay, I'll research. Maybe.
Okay,
Hare
Thank
Prabhuji.
you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam, Prabhuji. I have a question, Prabhuji. The sannyasa should be prohibited. That is from grihastha to sannyasa stage. That sannyasa, or from the
Any sannyasa is prohibited because Kali Yuga controlling senses is very difficult, and in the name of sannyasa, without self-realization, like Markata Vairagya, people, if they have some material problem, like a problem with the debt or problem with some wife or some family, immediately they give up and they'll go to take sannyasa. That is Markata Vairagya. One should not do that. With the complete self-realization and if you are capable of controlling your senses, not to have any attractions towards the woman, then you can take sannyasa. But such kind of people are very rare in Kali Yuga. On your own, you cannot do that. If your spiritual master, after observing you and after seeing your sincerity and your dedication, your spiritual master will decide whether you are eligible to take sannyasa or not.
Okay, got it, Prabhuji. So it's not our own or in general, but it is not completely stopped. Like through actual inspection, everything. If someone is eligible, can take sannyasa.
Yes, that meticulously they need to be tested. Like if you see outside, many people they'll take sannyasa. After taking sannyasa, they are not able to keep up their celibacy vow, and again they will have illicit relationship with different people, and they'll fall down from there. So it is mentioned in the scriptures. After you take sannyasa, again you are trying to associate with a woman. That is called vantasi. Vantasi means drinking the vomiting fluid. So you reject it because that is not good. That is not suitable for your spiritual progress. Again, you are drinking the same thing. So they are considered like a vantasi. So because so many people are fall down and in the name of saffron cloth, they are cheating the people and they are doing so many bad things. That's why in Kali Yuga it's prohibited. In ISKCON, they will do a lot of rigid process. Like if anybody want to take sannyasa, they will need to apply for sannyasa ministry, and they will see you should not have any dependents, father, mother, and wife, kids. You should not have any dependents on you, and you should be self-realized, and there is no remark on you. They will announce in whole ISKCON community, we are going to award sannyasa for so and so person next year. If anybody has any concerns, you can rise. So anybody can go and complain. This person on so and so day, he did so and so thing. How he is eligible for sannyasa? Then he will ask you to wait for some more time. So like that, after testing thoroughly only, they'll give sannyasa in ISKCON.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I have two small questions. One is this cow sacrifice. So, cow sacrifice in the fire is prohibited, or donation of cow to, let's say, whoever can take care, that also prohibited in Kali Yuga?
Donation is not prohibited,
No,
but you need
only
to make sure
sacrifice.
that they are not taking cows to the slaughterhouses.
Yes.
Some people will act like, okay, we will take care, but once you once they take those cows, slowly, slowly they'll send them to slaughterhouses after they become old. So in my hometown, there is one nice Brahmana Karanam family. They are very rich. The first generation, and they used to have 100 cows. And after that first generation is passed away, the second generation, they were not able to maintain the cows and all, and they gave donation. So after a few years of maintaining of those cows, whoever took the donation, they were not able to maintain, and they sent them to slaughterhouses. So that is not good. Make sure that whoever is accepting the cow until the death, they should maintain it.
Understood, Prabhuji. Thanks. And Prabhuji, one more thing. So I haven't read any from any scripture, but we had multiple times, like Lord Ramchandra when he was in Banavas. So after knowing Dasarat Maharaj passed away, and then they were supposed to do Pindadan. That time he went to get deer and something, and it was time was crossing. There is a particular time where Pindadan has to be given, and then Mother Sita offered Baluka. So I don't know whether this is correct information or not. So is
As
that
per the Valmiki Ramayana, those things are not there. So
not
if it
there?
is there, if you can bring the sloka number and chapter number, then we will have discussion.
Okay. Thank you. Very good.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay. If there are no questions, thank you very much for joining today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. Let's offer our prayers to Lord Narshamadeva for the protection of his Somerset congregation and entire world. उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्योर्नमाम्यहम् उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्योर्नमाम्यहम् उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्योर्नमाम्यहम् नरसिंह भगवान की जय, प्रहलाद महाराज की जय. Wish you a very very happy Krishna conscious day ahead. We'll have a regular Srimad Bhagavatam class tomorrow morning 6:30 a.m. On Saturday we are celebrating Pongal celebrations evening 5:30 p.m. onwards. You are all welcome, and we are looking for volunteers to decorate as per your regional traditions. Some people will decorate their homes with mango leaves, some people will decorate with sugarcane sticks, and some people will decorate with gobima, the cow dung patties. So different traditions are there as per your region. So you are all welcome. If you are interested to take up any seva, I posted that one in Sunday Feast group. You can opt it, and we all will decorate our ISKCON Somerset nicely as a harvest festival season, and then we'll offer nice bhoga to the lordships and kirtan, and then we'll all together have some feast with the regional dishes. It will be more fun, so encouraging everyone to join, and we will have a regular Sunday feast Sunday evening. Okay, and majority of you might have celebrated yesterday Makara Sankranti, so it's a very auspicious. The Surya Bhagavan is traveling from Dakshinayana to Uttarayana, and also Mother Ganges came to the earth on the same day, and also that is the morning time for the heavenly planet people. Every 6 months, for us 6 months, for the heavenly people, our 6 months is equal to one day. Again other 6 months is one night for them. So now the daytime started. So like that, so many significance are there, like a harvest festival, like everybody receive crops and all as a gratitude. Everybody will offer those crops by cooking nice sweet pongal with the new rice, and then offer it to the lordships. This is like a festival of gratitude. Whoever is harvesting, whoever is not harvesting, it's like a auspicious day. So we all join together and celebrate this festival. Join us on Saturday evening. Thank you very much. With that, we'll offer a Vaishnava prayer and then Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Vancha kalpatarobhyascha kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Vaishnavvrunda ki jai. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. भगवान श्री कृष्ण परमात्मा की जय. अमल पुराणम श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. सामवेद भक्तवृंद की जय. गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि बोल. Hare Krishna. See you all tomorrow morning 6:30 a.m.